I did my project on marriage because many people don't know what comes with marriage and how to keep your marriage a happy one. If you ask people what marriage consists of, they'd say, I don't know, a sacred bond, love, happy life, children, a nice house, nice car. But a lot of people don't know what to expect after the honeymoon phase. For those of you that don't know the stage, it's the happy time after marriage with no arguing before becoming comfortable with your spouse or partner. Not everyone has this, but it's a common term. In the beginning, it might feel like one big fairy tale or party that you just don't want to end. So, as I continued to research this topic, it seemed that everyone knew what they were getting themselves into when they got married. But I don't think they realized that you need to treat your partner as you would like to be treated. You need to show each other how much you love one another every once in a while and listen to them. Because no one wants to be stuck with someone who nags all the time. Marriage is a two-way street. Receive kindness and you will get kindness. Once these facts are overlooked, this will turn into this. And if this path continues for way too long, it can result in divorce. And that takes up a lot of time and a lot of effort for finalization. You'll have to split your items fairly among each other. And it not only affects your relationship with your partner, but it will affect your family. So, what's the rush? Why is everyone always in a hurry? Take your time, get your life figured out, and learn to observe everything around you, including your partner. If you're not fond of something, let him or her know, because no one deserves to be treated poorly or less than. So, just live your life and make smart decisions. This will help with future relationships and pretty much anything else. You'd be surprised how many people don't get married for love but for money. A term you might have heard of before is a sugar daddy. Sugar daddies could be older men who attract younger women because they have a lot of money. They're not just men, but they can be women too. People like to flaunt their money and catch your attention because whether you like it or not, there are people out there who will marry you for your money, and they'll know that. Because once you get married, what's mine is yours. But you know what they say? Money does not buy happiness. So, after looking up this topic, I did learn something that I hadn't thought about. People will change over time, and this change can be good or it can be really bad, but no matter what, you still have to remember what you guys had in common in the beginning, because nothing good ever comes out of a fight. Learn from experiences, and both you guys will begin to grow as time goes on, and you'll end up being the luckiest person on earth. So don't worry about the future and focus on now. I picked marriage for my project because I was always curious about it. Why would people get married to someone they love and then divorce them and hate them afterwards? But as I did more research, it turned out that a lot of people didn't even think they were going to get divorced. They expected unexpected changes in their relationships, and I was always curious as to why that was. So I thought about it, and I thought about what would bother me or what would bother anybody. You can't keep fueling the fire or being rude or inhumane to someone because that's how many people lose friends. After more research, I did then notice that you do have to consider everyone's feelings, especially your partner's, which is a given, but many people look past this. People also need to realize that if your partner has an issue and is telling you about it, he or she is not being mean. Just learn to listen and give feedback back. The more feedback, the less fights, and the more you'll understand each other. So, no one is perfect, and your partner is there to make amazing memories with you, love you, and to live life and grow with you. Another thing I noticed is that there are many people who are involved in marriages, and that's people who aren't looking for love, people who are looking for love, or people looking for money, etc. Find someone who really cherishes you. And if you are unhappy in your marriage, you should try to fix what you have before moving on to other things. As for the many people who marry for money, your happiness will come to an end in the near future. I learned a lot doing this project, and another thing I learned is that don't let any little negativity get to you. No one is ever perfect. Learn to admire more and hate less.